All right, so something that people have asked about in the past is what's the best way to get logs out of a backyard where you don't have a lot of access. This is the way I like to do it. I'll just put, and this isn't very balanced, this probably should be flipped the other direction, but it doesn't really matter. I cut everything into, if it's a little bit bigger, I cut it into 2 round lengths. So each one of these is, about 30 inches long. And then anything that's a little bit smaller that's pretty carryable, I might leave in 3 log lengths. It just depends, 3 round lengths, depending on how big a round it is. And I'll save from the chipper for firewood. I'll probably, especially in cherry, I'll probably save anything, 5 inches in diameter and above. And I really like that limb wood. Is really nice. Not only is it easy to chop, so if you have an elderly person in your family, you want to hook them up, give them a nice pile of that stuff, because it's really easy to split. Maybe you can give it to them split. But the stuff that they don't split, the 5-inch diameter stuff, you put it straight on the fire because of the bark, because it's whole. Sometimes, especially, it needs to be dry, but it might burn a lot longer. So a lot of guys will say the branch wood is the best wood. And I think it's true. And another guy pointed out while we were working the other day, his name's Todd. Todd pointed out that the branches, they're moving all the time. The bigger branches, the base of the big fir trees, pine trees, stuff like that. And that movement is breaking and reconstructing the cell structure. So it's making what's called reaction wood. That reaction wood is a tighter, stronger grain. And so obviously it burns longer, but it also, a lot of sap and terpenes and other things I don't know how to pronounce, all those little oils and stuff get deposited in those areas, trying to protect that branch from breaking, because it's trying to heal any wounds or compartmentalize decay wherever it can. And so you'll get a really dense and full of extra fuel branch on those. Some of them are 4 inches in diameter. That's what I look for usually. 4 inches in diameter. I'll save those ones, and I find they're some of the best firewood. But this is a pretty easy way to get one guy to get a lot of wood out of the backyard. This is a cheap dolly from Harbor Freight, this blue handled one. The only upgrade we have, and it's thanks to another arborist named Justin Tutka. He said if you put a steel, a new steel axle in these, it'll make it to where it doesn't bend. And he was right. The ones we had before, they're only like 30 bucks, so it's a good deal, or 40 bucks. That axle bent under the weight of big logs. But now that we have this new strengthened steel axle, it hasn't bent at all. It'll hold up to tons of weight. And that's a great upgrade. And it's only, what, a piece of metal that's the right size is only a few dollars, and you just drill a hole through each end and round it off a little bit and put your I don't even know what those are called, cotter pin or whatever, and you're good to go. So that's one good way to get some wood out of the backyard. Utilize a dolly. You can also go lengthwise with 2 pieces and take out some longer pieces that way, but give that a shot and see if that helps you get the cleanup process finished up a little quicker.